I begged my husband to come support me during chemo. When he finally did, he brought a woman I'd never seen before. This is my new girlfriend. She'll be taking over when you're gone. The treatment room went silent as 12 patients whipped their heads around. Brooke has been incredible at supporting me through this hard time for us, he said. The woman wearing my missing Christmas earrings smiled. Peter's told me so much about you. My mouth opened, but nothing came out. The nurse found her voice first. Sir, this is a treatment room, family only. But Brooke is family. He squeezed her hand, or will be, soon, when the inevitable finally happens. He checked his watch. We can't stay. Brooke has a showing at 2. Just wanted you two to meet. They left before I could form words, before I could ask why. That night, alone in our bed while Peter was working late, everything clicked. It wasn't just an affair. You see, Brooke was the realtor from his office that he'd mentioned months ago. Her husband was deployed overseas, and Brooke was looking for an apartment for when her husband came back. Peter started staying late. The same month she started going to viewings, and as soon as I got diagnosed, Peter started asking me for money. Suddenly, his cousin's kids had cancer and needed $2,000 per month. He knew I'd recently inherited money, so right after chemo, when I was too exhausted to even think, he'd hand me the withdrawal slips to sign. I put everything together and came to the conclusion that $2,000 was their rent money. Peter and Brooke had moved in together the day I got diagnosed. 2 days later, I was back in the hospital treatment chair when a man in an ironed suit arrived. Brooke Mitchell? He asked coldly. That's me. He put a stack of papers into my hand. Your husband is petitioning for your medical power of attorney. I'm here on his behalf. I looked down at the papers. He's claiming my brain is too damaged to make my own medical decisions. My voice cracked. You know he'll stop my treatment and let me die? Why are you helping him? I asked, tears filling my eyes. The lawyer just shrugged. Just business. That's when my phone rang. It was Peter. What are you doing? My voice came out in choked sobs. You and Brooke, you're dying anyway. He cut me off. His tone was patient, like he was explaining math to a child. I just want me and you to suffer less. But I'm responding to treatment, I said while crying. Doctors say my numbers are. Doctors just say that to keep you paying them for longer. Anyways, you should be grateful I haven't just abandoned you. This is harder on me, you know, watching you deteriorate. I could hear Brooke in the background. At least you get to rest soon. I have to live with this forever. If you really loved me, you'd see how much I need Brooke's support right now. He was actually positioning himself as the victim. Peter, don't make this difficult. The line went dead. I was still sobbing when his lawyer, who'd heard everything, told me I had 72 hours to sign before my husband takes drastic action. The entire treatment room stared at me as he walked away. Some faces had pity, some pure shock. That's when I decided to give my husband what he wants. He got his papers back exactly 72 hours later. He got medical power of attorney. Except there was one thing. The power of attorney he got was for dental decisions only. And since my teeth weren't getting treated, this was literally worthless. But the best part was that I'd mailed it directly to his office, specifically during his partner meeting. I even taped a penny to his envelope, writing, "Buy Brooke something nice," on the front. He had to sit there in front of all his superiors and explain why he wants medical power of attorney over his wife, and why there were hints of an affair between him and an intern. That evening, I got 17 missed calls, but I didn't answer a single one. I was on the attack now. I opened my laptop and started digging. I found out he'd stolen $48,200. I logged into his social media and found his text to his brother. How long before I can date publicly without looking bad? His Google searches, stage 3 breast cancer life expectancy. I even found out that he tried to raise my life insurance 3 separate times, all denied attempts in the last 8 months, all while his social media showed him at cancer support groups, wearing pink t-shirts and donating the money he stole from me to cancer research. My lawyer was in the middle of drafting up divorce papers when the letter came in. I was actually being summoned to court. Peter was petitioning to be given control of all my finances, as if he hadn't stolen enough. When the day of court arrived and I walked in, I noticed a scar on Peter that was never there before. Trial started, and Brooke instantly got on the stand. She sat with her hands folded, practiced concern, and tears plastered all over her face. I've been close with the family for 2 years now, she started. Kelly used to be vibrant. She made eye contact with me, but now she's changed. Just last week, she threw her medicine in the trash. Peter, she started and cut herself off with a choked sob. Peter has a scar on his neck from when she threw boiling water at him. The entire courtroom gasped. Peter lifted his collar, his own tears forming while he touched the scar. It's true, Your Honor, he added. Even the judge looked disgusted. By the time Brooke was done, they believed they'd won. They didn't realize that chemo wasn't killing just the cancer. It was also killing every part of me that loved Peter. So when I got on the stand, they had no idea what was coming. Full story on channel linked below.